I'm gonna go ahead and just hit the button on this. So hi everyone, welcome.
Hi.
There are 5 of us today. Butts, yes. Butts?
Yeah, I'm typing my Twitter retweet of this announcement is every week we horn it up in D&D, come join.
We do, I love it.
Interesting.
Because Joel called us the horniest team.
You
Yeah,
are.
and I'm the problem child.
You are. And Finn's
Fuck
the
you.
second problem child by being lucky and pulling every powerful card every time we get one. Yeah. Which is why I'm very thankful at the yeah. Well, I'm very and like we got wish cards and shit too, but you got the flame card last time, which is like it's your first negative, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First one.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah. It's his.
I'm still sitting on a positive that I just will never use.
Yeah. Never. I think
And
you also have a
honestly, the
negative
What
one.
was
you
it again?
pulled for me
What
is
it-
kind of a positive because it creates roleplay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It'll be
like,
interesting.
I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool.
Mm-hmm. So, welcome, everyone. This is Auric, the only ones left for the time being. Fingers crossed, I put in an application today on a new apartment, so I'll be moving hopefully soon.
Yay.
And then then we can recast some shows and bring them back and hopefully do the thing, you know, like put it all together. Yeah. So this is a Ruin, a cooperative campaign featuring right now 1 heroic odyssey to escape hell. I did put hero back in that, so that's good. You guys did good. You know, you saved some people. It's pretty good. 3 parties embark on unique journeys through the many layers of hell where their actions will lead to consequences for one another. This is Team Auric. There are 3 ways our viewers can interact with the game. First, invoke fate by using !fate for various effects. $2 for plus 2 to a roll, $5 for reroll, $10 for nat 20, $20 for a draw from the deck of many, and $69 to invoke chaos. Please be sure to identify the players you want to influence and make sure it's not Finn, so he does not get to use his inordinate luck to break my game. Second, every 10 retweets will grant a nat 20 to a random player at the table. You can find the tweet leaked in the chat right meow. See, I was actually prepared for that one this time. We're having a great day. Third, patrons may participate in various minigames within the Sharded Discord, central location of our campaign. These minigames affect world building, story setting, NPCs, and future events. ! Patreon in the chat for more information. And like I said last time, thankfully, the people of the Patreon and Shard of Discord, they were successful in escorting a delegation of heaven to a rather tumultuous meeting in one of the other districts. So hopefully that actually pans out. We'll have to see. So, thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate it. Who remembers what happened last time?
Not me.
Not
I
you.
honestly was trying to think of it before stream today. And I was
good,
like, what did
good.
we do other than fight a whatever that thing was?
Overgrown baby.
Overgrown baby.
Yeah.
I got really
Overgrown
high.
corn baby.
Just say I got really high.
Dressay
That's
did get
true.
high. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a thing. Uh-huh. Okay.
What?
From what?
Balra's
What?
medicine when she was
Yeah.
trying to like help dull the pain from the eyeball that was in
my
my yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
God.
Dressay has a third eye
Dressay
now.
has a third eye. We need updated character art so we can give
Oh, we
Dressay a
do.
third eye. Yeah. That's
We had a
whole
group
thing.
hug on the boat.
Yes.
We did. Yeah, we went into Dressay's dark history, had a hug on the
Mhm.
boat, made Tug get into the hug.
B went to sleep, and y'all
yes.
had a very long conversation. I don't know if anyone picked up on this, but I have been, last episode, I was trying so hard to finish the day so that I could have like a B and Pen hangout session at the forge the next day,
Mhm.
and we never got to
never
the
got
next
there.
day.
Don't worry, it's
Every
in my
single
notes.
scene, I was like, I'm going to bed. Goodbye. I'm done. Good. Cool. Let's go.
I do have notes in here of like B and Pen want to use the forge, and like that's the note there. So now that I know that you were literally trying to push the story along so you could do that, you could have just said something.
And take away everybody else's fucking.
You got to
Oh, I
RP with
know.
Tug too.
Oh yeah, and Death Knight got really sad that Balra didn't give him a name.
Yeah.
That's I remember that. It was so cute. I
Yeah.
mean, it's sad, but it's cute.
Yeah.
He
That
was
will- that will have to
I
wait.
want a name.
Yeah.
I want a name.
Unfortunately, Leslie, Balra is not here this week, but we will be continuing on. Hopefully she is here for the next episode. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. It ended with the corn baby's arrival. No longer
What a
baby,
nasty
but
baby.
disgusting looking all the same.
Corn adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
We fought a corn adult.
You fought
And that's
a
what that
corn
looks
adult,
like.
which really just ended up being a whole lot of mush kind of all together. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go ahead and drag us all back to that thing. So you can take a look at what you did that last time. The way that this works. Okay, cool. So I'm in a slightly different setup here, chat. So give me a second to maneuver some things. It should be this and this. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what it looks like. It's disgusting and has lots of mouths and is terrifying in all of these different ways.
You only need one mouth.
You only need one mouth. He has lots of mouths. We don't really know who or what or why, but this thing was adamant on killing our party due to their murderous nature and blowing up all of its family and friends.
Can a corn adult have friends?
Anyone can have friends, Beth, including me. You know?
Kernels of friends.
Did you see the art of it though?
Are you saying because of the way that someone looks, they may not have friends?
Oh.
I'm not. No, you're overgeneralizing. Specifically, the corn adult. Look at that
Specifically?
picture.
I do see it. I put it there.
So everybody's being like Beth saying shit about people. No, I'm talking
no.
specifically about the corn adults and his multiple mouths. It's too many mouths for friendship.
I think he wouldn't
More
have any
mouths to love
friends
with.
because he has so many mouths that he just never shuts the fuck up.
Well, that was kind of
He's
part of
friends
the
with his
thing,
own
right?
But
When you were in a certain radius of the creature, its like screaming mouths were hard to deal with. Pendulum having suffered the worst of it,
Yes.
in literally not being able to do anything for a while.
Until the fight was over.
Until it was
go
done.
down the stairs, so I feel you, man.
Yeah, but you did get to observe it with your third eye, right? Like
it was
you did
great.
get to
yeah,
see.
I got to play with my new toy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See,
I
you know,
was
I think
inside of it.
you were. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's probably why I don't want to be friends with the thing with many mouths.
He almost died
No.
again, didn't
I don't,
she?
yeah.
And we had a very large Knight of Death who was enjoying his greater size and used it to great efficiency. Our dragon friend Mia kind of just went to go shake Pen out of his stupor here and really didn't address the situation of the monster in the room. So, you know, we'll see how that pans out too. That being said, really great job on the recap. But I don't think any one person took the lead on it, so I'm gonna have everyone roll me a d20.
No, we all get 20.
No.
Aw.
No.
That's not how that works.
No,
I tried
smile.
to use my charm. I tried to use my charm.
No, smile.
It worked on me.
Well,
so.
Finn.
Finn's gonna get it with that little 5 down there. We love to see it. And thank you, chat, for the retweets on the Go Live tweet that earned them the natural 20 at the top of the show. Excellent. Yeah, so this is where we find ourselves. I think right at the end is where Pendulum ran over to Tug's down form, who had also been eaten by the adult corn baby? The corn adult? It's not a corn baby anymore. What do you call
Corn
it?
adult, it grew up.
A corn adult?
We
We're
call
just
it
gonna...
corn adult.
Corn
Like
adult?
corn
A corn adult.
Corn adult.
After being
Sounds like you're calling him adult.
Yeah, after being consumed by the corn dolt, our friend Tug was very, very much injured. Though Penn was able to save him after he was ejected out of the corn dolt by the magical ram ring. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Man,
That's cool.
corn mistake. That is a good one. I like that. So this is where we find ourselves. Penn, you were like knelt over him, applying your healing magics, and Dressay has run over to where B has like been emerged out of the goop of the creature that is now like fading into a sludge-like form on the floorboards here of the inn.
I'm trying to help B like just kind of squeegee this stuff off of her like arms and stuff. Like I'm helping. I'm just like, what happened?
You might as well kill me. This is the worst I ever felt my whole life. I'm covered in something spit.
All right. Thaddeus will come up. All right now, Miss Perennial. Just hold still. We'll get this off you. And then we'll start cleaning her with magic. Prestidigitation.
You note, however, it might be smart to extricate her from the sludge that she is lying in before actually going to clean her here. She seems to be, you're like just laying in it at this point, is that right? Just.
Oh, it didn't dissolve upon.
No, it didn't dissolve, it deflated.
Oh.
Yeah, so like it's
Ain't
still got
working.
all of the mouths and
Thaddeus,
goo.
it ain't working.
I would like to like can I like flame throw, like outstretch my hand and flame throw this like burn it up, but like try not to burn up the wooden inside.
Try not to burn down the
Yeah.
inn.
Can I just
You have create bonfire, right? I think you could start doing that. You're rather well versed in controlling your own flames. I don't see an issue with you trying to start doing
Okay.
that.
I'll just
burning
try to
it
like
away.
massively clean it up by doing that.
Yeah, it really will take some time. It is like
Ugh.
it is goopy, wet, like just awfulness.
Burn the
Yeah.
goop. Burn the goop.
Yeah.
Burn the goop.
You did burn the Goop's family, which is why it even showed up in the first place. So,
Oh yeah, the human wick.
yeah. So pulling B out of the, I assume, over and away from the Goop as Dressay begins to burn it away.
Yes.
Yeah, you are able to start,
Yeah.
fixing her a little bit.
Ooh, Bee's gonna turn and look out the front door because she notices Tug's not with us and Pen's not with us. And does she see a silhouette past the flickering flames of oozy,
Yeah, of like
the
Pen
oozy bonfire?
leaning down and like trying to lift up Tug from the ground, right? And
Yeah.
Tug looks worse for wear, but is standing.
And I'm gonna kind of check on his well, like I guess you just make sure he's okay, because clearly.
I think the first thing he looks up at you, and I don't even need a roll for this. You look at him and he is afraid.
Oh.
What the fuck was that thing?
I'm not certain, but whatever it is, it most certainly shook me to my core, and I would imagine since
It seemed to know you, Lord.
protected,
It seemed to know you.
that is a story that I think we should probably inform you about.
Right.
And I'm gonna kind of gesture to Tug to follow me back in.
Yeah, and he will, cautiously, and you hear him, and he's still addressing you, but rather softly. The people. It was so quiet. They're gone. That thing ate them. My people are gone.
Yes, that is regrettable and deeply saddens me. I don't know how this place works, but I can only hope that they've gone someplace better than where they found themselves. But it's nothing we can do about it at the moment, so we may as well try and figure out what this was all about.
Right. Is everyone else okay? And he peeks around you as you start to move inside.
Just kind of gesture to everybody else. Is everyone accounted for?
Yeah. I'm still like.
Yeah, you're just torching little spots of him.
Yeah. Tug, I'm doing my best to get rid of all of this.
No.
It's taken a minute. It's not quite.
Yeah,
flammable.
it's gonna take a while as it sizzles and pops, right? Like one of the pops
Does it
happens
smell
and
like butter?
oh no.
Does it smell like popcorn, dude?
Please.
Does it? Fine.
Does
It smells like
does the
popcorn.
corn goop smell like popcorn?
And
Thank you.
as it pops, because you can kind of see like these weird, kind of yellowish pustules on it. Those also pop and sizzle and smell a bit like butter.
Rittenbacher.
We're here now. Okay.
Yay. I am the problem child, and I'm proud of it.
We love you. We love you.
Tug, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Tug, I'm sorry.
What is
Did I
that
hear you-
thing? B?
Well, the town whence we came from, I'll tell you right now, sent us out to this farm like. We were supposed to just deliver some food and whatnot, but they're sending people like us to the slaughter. We realized that farm was farming what just you saw. We're calling them corn babies, because you open up a what are they called, an ear? An ear
of corn, yeah.
Yeah.
You peel back one of them ears, stick your hand in there, it's all goopy. Actual people like things coming out of there. Something wrong, something awful wrong with this here area of hell. Anyway, we destroyed it. We burned it to the ground. It was an abomination, wasn't right. They were killing folk to take their spirits, turn it into energy, farm little corn babies. That's what they were doing. And I think this one survived the fires.
B. It ate the people of the town.
How you know that?
It's what I went to go look for. I went to go find them. Every home, torn apart. Blood everywhere. It took the kids too, B.
Hug, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say.
Now you understand why we're so adamant against Godarian.
Yes. Oh, I get it. I understand. Oh, bloody hell. What a mess. He, kicks some of the goop with a toe.
Just say, well, scoot it over to where she's burning
Yeah.
everything else.
I think Mia just starts, piling it up for you.
Yeah.
She seems to be okay with touching the nonsense.
How about this? Tomorrow we use the forge. And then once we're done, we'll get out of your hair. I think we might have caused enough trouble in this your town.
There's no town left without the people, B. You think you can get rid of me that easily?
These eyes light up.
It seems that we both have a bone to pick with Godarian. And I have a new goal in mind.
You'll come with us?
If the end goal is killing that fucker, then yes.
I didn't expect that from a small town fisherman, Tug.
Yes, well. Didn't always fish, B.
Okay, so
I
coming out
roll
of retirement.
insight check.
Roll insight.
Has he been lying to me this whole time? 11.
Pretty on the nose with the he wasn't always a fisherman thing.
I believe you.
I don't think he ever lied about it. He just danced around the
Yeah.
top.
Just
he
never
didn't talk
addressed
about
it.
Okay, my mistake. I was being
Oh,
dramatic.
It's alright.
Don't want any rifts in the relationship.
No, of course not.
Absolutely. Right. Well, appreciate you cleaning up the mess. He nods to Jersey. What needs doing before we go?
Well, as B stated earlier, there's some things that we need to take care of at the forge. And then once
Keep
that
hearing
work
talk
is
about
done-
this forge. Yeah, we'll fire it up. There's not a whole lot of metal to be worked around here, but maybe there's something to use.
I think we'll be able to make do. One way or the other. We will come up with something. We'll come up with something for B and for Mia. Everyone humanly possible.
Oh, right. We're gonna figure out the whole fucking wing thing, right?
Yes.
Still not
Yes,
sure
we
how
are.
you're gonna make metal fly, but you know what? Good on you, Pen.
I'm working on
Oh my god. Yeah. I think with some time, you all are capable of cleaning up the mess of the room here, and if you would like to take a short rest.
Short.
Yeah, you had a long rest immediately before this combat.
That is true.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we counted that.
Yes.
I only did one spell. So.
This is the hardest campaign I've ever played.
I wanted to give you a challenge, Beth.
And you did. I have 4 hit points.
Good God.
You're doing really well. So, taking a brief rest, a respite by the fire here, Tug will bring out food, and you're more than able to take a bit of time here to rest and relax. The creature and its remains are burned away. Tug remains relatively quiet throughout all this. He still seems hurt, but he does bandage himself somewhat, Balra assisting him during the downtime. Is there anything that you would like to do other than, rest and recuperate while sitting here?
No. Not for me.
Okay.
Let me see. What do I have?
What? Oh, you rolling hit die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went
She kind of
badly.
needs it.
Add your con modifier to each of those, right? Remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why you have the button for hit die. It'll auto add everything, but just remember to add your con modifier to all those numbers. So like that 6 is a 9, that 7 is a 10, that 3 is a 6.
Oh.
You haven't been doing that, have you?
Not at all.
I think I remind you every time, so...
Well, every
Fine.
time is like every other week. And
Every
there's
other
a lot
week.
of other
It's
stuff that
true.
I do.
Every other
Yeah.
week. I know. It's all right.
Thank you for your persistence with me.
Of course. If anything, I am persistent.
Okay, that's looking a little bit better.
All right. Yeah.
Just say is probably
I-
checking up on Mia just to make sure she's okay and everything.
Oh, she's fine. She's just sitting there kind of with a smile on her face. She's like, wow. You lot get into a lot of fucking trouble, huh? This is gonna be fun.
It's
And
more the
Tug is just
trouble seems to
glaring at
find
her.
us.
Tug is just glaring at her. She's like, what? They were all dead already anyways.
What was Tug fighting with?
What do you mean?
What was his weapon?
He didn't have
Did
one.
he have a weapon?
Mm-mm. He had... So, the arrival back at the inn, just as detail, was Pen and the Knight of Death keeping watch. Tug appeared in the doorway, had flung open the door, and had said that something is very, very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then the monster
we were put
attacked
upon,
him.
but okay.
Mhm.
In that case, Mia's gonna real quick interject after that comment from Mia. Tug, tomorrow, how about we fashion you some kind of warhammer or big sword?
No. You won't need to. I
Are
have
you
my
gonna go
things
in
here.
just with your fists?
Ah.
Are you one of them punch dwarves?
Punch dwarves. No.
You got good hands. We could use another one with good hands on this team.
I'll be right back. and he is going to go to one of the back rooms of the inn.
These good hands are for oiling Dressay, all right?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah, ooh.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, does she hear that?
No.
No.
Oh, we've already
Out of
started.
character,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
I love it.
It would be very funny though if Thaddeus just in the corner like, I'm saving my special hands for Dressay oil.
Dressay oil. Oh my
It's chaotic.
god.
Heat
Chaos.
activated.
Heat activated.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay,
Mm.
so he goes off to collect something, he says. Again, is there anything that you want to do or discuss before you attempt to fire up the forge? Don't worry, we're getting there, Beth. It's gonna happen today.
I haven't.
I've been working on this for months, you guys. Remember when we first came to this town and I was like, straight to the forge because I have a need. It's because fucking Dressay's not here, so I could say it. Dressay, like, broke her little knife.
Dressay
and
is
B
here, Balra's
really...
not.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I'm here.
Balra's not
Oh,
here, but that's
yeah.
who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Balra broke her little scalpel, and B wanted to make her a new scalpel as a thank you for saving Thaddeus's life when he turned himself into a zombie. When he did the wish to, oh, you know what? Full circle. He did the wish to prevent the dragon from dying, and it necrotized his body, and he would have died if it wasn't for Balra, who saved him. And she wants to say thank you because of that, and that's why I'm so fixated on this fucking forge. And it's been like months.
And the whole thing is like, we're gonna do this, and Balra's not here today.
It'll be a nice
I'll give it
surprise.
to her on her birthday later.
Okay, all right.
It's a nice surprise.
Yeah,
Nice
we'll
surprise.
figure it out.
Okay. Yeah,
I have an out of character question.
sure.
What the hell were we supposed to be doing next? I don't remember what. Our goal was.
Yeah. Let me drag you to the big map.
I have bad memory.
So there were a couple of options on things to do, and I think the last decision that was made, as I kind of pull us back out here, is that upon returning to Averon, there would be, you would check in, you would utilize the forge, and then
Yeah.
make plans to travel to Clarion in the northeastern corner of the district. This had
Okay.
been on the suggestion of Mia that Gadarian's plans had kind of culminated into something below Clarion.
Okay, that sounds right. Okay,
'Cause there were no.
that's right.
I'm
Mia's
mixing
our
up two
intel.
things. Wasn't there a town that like warriors were being created underneath?
That's Clarion.
That's Clarion. Okay.
That's right. Mia's our intel now. We're going on her direction.
Mhm. So there's always the option of you could go straight to Pelennor and try and fight Gadarian, or again, this was backed up by Balra on the suggestion of death to stop what Gadarian is doing, to eliminate like what he was doing with all of these people in the afterlife. So yeah, again, options, but that was kind of the general direction that had been decided on.
Okay.
Yeah, because our ultimate goal is to defeat Gadarian here, because we're all
And
upset
find a
with how he's
portal
been
out
handling...
this bitch.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that's where we're at. Some time does pass during this break, and Dressay, looking up at the still open door, two familiar furry faces appear in the doorway.
Babies.
They look scared,
Oh.
a little haggard, tails between their legs,
Oh
but they approach you quickly and happily when they see that you are here.
no. I give them lots of love, and I pull out the still
The
cooked
dogs chat.
birds, and I give them the birds to eat. 'Cause they're
Give
probably
them the
hungry.
birds? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they're
I'm hungry.
dog companions that Dressay picked up in a different town.
My babies.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, Tug does come back out, and he is wearing full plate armor. with runes etched over every singular surface. He carries a large two-handed maul on one of his shoulders.
God
A
damn.
maul?
Okay.
Big-ass hammer.
Like with a shoe store? Oh.
Yeah, with a
two-handed.
shoe store in it.
Like a hammer pole arm.
Yeah,
It's
big-ass
like
hammer.
sledgehammer.
Mhm.
Basically.
Okay.
Not me Googling two-handed maul.
M-A-U-L, maul.
Yeah.
They're pretty deadly.
That's hot.
Usually spikes on them too.
Nothing you want to be on the business end of.
Right.
With these, dwarvish runes etched over every surface of the armor and hammer.
He's a hammer dwarf.
Well, we like to say rune knight, but yeah.
Huh?
Rune knight.
That'll be effective if we come across anyone wearing armor like yours.
Indeed. It's, and he kind of, he puts the maul down onto the ground. It's good for crushing.
That's something we've been missing in this group.
Right, so, forge then.
Yes.
Forge?
Yes.
Forge.
Forge it is.
Oh.
You walk out into a very quiet town. There is no one on the streets. There's no one at the shops. There is no one here at all. Tug walks you over to the old forge. Again, in this timeline, the forge has not been fired or repaired. So, Pen, B, whoever would like to, you need to fire the forge.
Then I will get right to it.
I'm literally made of fire. Can I just stick my hand in there and ignite
You want to
it?
get in there? You want me to open
Yeah.
up this oven, have you pop out in there?
Yeah,
Just go burn it in.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely can do that. Whoever, Pen, with your ability to forge.
Do her thing.
Yeah, putting the fuel in, right? Like the coals that are still here. You note that, there's not a lot. There's not a lot of metal here. There's not a lot of really good metal. It is a rather simple forge. Definitely was made for things around this particular village. And more than likely was just here to serve as a proxy for someone who had died and was just reliving their life.
Man, I feel like we all must be feeling some element of deja vu.
Severe
with this
deja vu.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's especially melancholic because the first time we did this got erased with a fate card. But the first time we did it and we lit the forge, everyone from the village excitedly came up to be like, oh, the forge is running. We have all of these needs that now they can be met, which was overwhelming. But now, I think in the back of our heads, we're waiting for that to happen, but everyone's gone.
And even Tug, this is where he first found you, right? Before the timeline split. Because Dressé punched someone. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's a lot of head scratching. I just feel like we've done this before. But it feels off.
It's suspicious because I ain't never fired up a forge before.
I love that you were getting advice on how to pronounce
That's not
this
how you do it.
in the chat, and she went for it. She went immediately. Oh my gosh, forge.
Forge.
Oh, it was beautiful. I fucking love it.
Try a harder O without the R. That'd probably be a little closer.
Forge.
Without the R.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Forge.
good.
I'm from a northern state, you guys. 2 syllables? Forge.
One.
No, it'd be one.
It's just gonna stick her fist in there
Uh-huh.
and just ignite it.
Yeah, you ignite the
She's
coals
gonna
there.
fist the oven.
You're gonna
Thank you.
fist the oven. It takes
Very much.
happily.
Oh, good. Ooh.
And Pen working the bellows to bring it to heat. Roll me an investigation check. Let's see what you're able to find around here, and if it's
Okay.
going to serve your purposes.
Ooh, that one. Well, we might be able to make that work. Let's see what happens.
15.
No. Okay.
Again,
Not bad.
some raw iron, right? And you know that's good, but you're missing some components for making steel
Mm-hmm.
and something stronger than the iron itself. Now you know what you need for this, but it's not readily available here.
Oh.
And additionally, you know that like in your previous workings in making magical artifacts and weapons and things, you generally needed some source, right? Some way to transplant the magic into a physical object. Clearly, this forge does not have the same capabilities as the workshop you had when you were alive.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be some improvising that you have to do. Now,
Right.
what does Penn think of?
Ooh. As far as how I want to supplement the
This is you and me building this out.
Okay.
How would Penn do this?
Cool.
Let's see. So we're missing some pieces. We don't have a source. You know what? Because Finn recognizes Thaddeus's magical acumen,
Okay.
he's gonna try and see if there's a way that Thaddeus can help him come up with a source. As for the materials that are lacking, you said like there's nothing in the immediate area, but like there might be. Would I have reason to suspect I might be able to find, I guess, like suitable replacements like outside of the forge, like just around town?
Potentially. And I think the benefit to this might be that there's no one here anymore.
So you just kind of take whatever I
You
need.
could just take stuff, right? Melt down
yeah.
old things.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of go and I guess investigate through the. I guess because there's little huts and houses I'm assuming around. So I'm gonna let Tug know first because I don't want think I'm being disrespectful. But I definitely want to let him know first that I'm probably going to be taking some effects.
Yeah.
As needed.
I think at this point, like, Tug's all about whatever we need to do to get this done. He has revenge on his mind.
I like it. I respect it.
Drive.
And then with that cleared up, I guess all that leaves is to see if I can get Thaddeus to help me come up with
A little plan?
Yeah, a plan to power this, to get all this in motion.
Okay. So, Thaddeus, thinking it through, Penn has asked for your assistance on how to do the magical portion of this. Now, what are we starting with? The scalpel or the wings?
We're starting with the scalpel.
Okay,
We're
B
gonna get
is
we'll get the
particular
scalpel.
about the scalpel.
B wants the scalpel.
That's the thing that we initially agreed upon first. So, and I feel like that would probably be the more simple
It would, yeah.
of the two tasks. So we'll definitely go all in on that one first.
Yes, we will. And then B grabs Thaddeus's bag of gemstones from the first episode and picks out all her favorite colors.
Oh.
This is cute.
We're doing something nice. And then like I said, then we can go all in on the wings. As far as the scalpel goes, I'm definitely gonna want it to be something that well, for one, just it'll be a special weapon for Baller, but I also want to make sure to infuse it It'll override one of my infusions, but I don't care about my infusion.
Okay.
I'll transfer that to Balra. I'll make it like a +1 weapon.
Okay.
And the wings, that's the tough one though.
That is gonna be difficult. Yes. Yeah.
Do we have any? Because I know, as Mia eloquently pointed out, metal, doesn't fly well. But understanding that, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe as far as like framework goes, but maybe if we could find something around the town in the form of maybe like, I don't know, sheets, tablecloth, some kind of material to
You
kind
definitely
of
have like
sails.
cloth material. Again, it's a fishing town.
Yeah.
There are
So, yeah,
sails
we got-
of boats that are no
Yeah.
longer in use.
So yeah, we can snatch all that up and maybe find some. And actually, the sails will probably be the best material to go with. So,
Can B help? Because realizing that Pen is sort of at a loss for finding metal, she has that full chainmail, the lightning chainmail.
That is also true.
Yep.
That is true. Actually,
She-
you know what?
She's gonna go get that.
There you go. Okay. And I actually have one as well. I took the other set.
You
But I
did?
didn't put it on. Yeah, I didn't put it on. I just took it to study, to figure out how they were doing what they were doing. Even though technically, we kind of got.
You kind of get it. Yeah, you kind of get it.
Yeah, we got the insight into it. I think like after I'd taken it, but I'm still holding on to it.
Yeah.
Just for scientific purposes.
So we have 2 sets of full electrified or electromagnetic chainmail.
Sure. Yeah. It's close enough.
I know
We're-
science.
We're hooked up.
Science.
We're hooked up. Yeah.
Hooked up.
But no, I just want to, of course, taking that time to gather all that stuff up. And I guess, now I guess let's just figure out the, getting those, that source together. Thaddeus, do you know of any way humanly possible, have any manner of helping me come up with a source to help further infuse this forge with some magical properties to help facilitate the creation of the things we're trying to make?
I'm gonna need DM help with this. 'cause
Sure.
I've never done item creation of any kind.
Yeah.
What exactly is needed here?
So, in general, when you're creating some kind of magical item, you need a plan, you
Okay.
need the materials, and you need a magical source of some kind, and then time to apply it.
Okay. So I guess I just need, like, what am I doing? Like an Arcana check or like what?
So,
what is he-
what the assistance that you're looking for, Pen, is what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you
It's
looking
gonna be
for?
so. I'm hoping that because Thaddeus has come across and we've all stumbled across some pretty interesting stuff. I'm wondering if Thaddeus, if you have any items or anything we could potentially use as a power.
Oh, okay.
As a source of
So
power.
as like a magical source, drawing
Mhm.
from one thing and placing it into another.
Mhm.
Thaddeus and Pen, you would both know that you can do this with people, but of course, like, you have a magical limit, right?
Right.
Having a source of some kind of actual magic to draw from could be valuable here because the limit would be whatever is filled with magic. So you could use, basically, Thaddeus, you're like, you have spells, like you have magical energy. That is a thing you have. So does
Right.
Pen. But is there something you could utilize outside of that? Roll an Arcana check. Because this will be
We
in
both need to?
context. Yeah, if you would like to. This will be in context of, being here.
Yeah. Oh man.
Thaddeus with a 22. Well, there's one magical source that's been used a lot down here and referenced a lot. And it is that purplish metallic smoke, the result of aether, or the souls of people in the afterlife being drawn out of them. And you have seen it placed into objects, crystals, vegetables. It seems to be easily transmissible.
So wait. Using the souls of the already dead, like they were with the corn babies.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, he would never fucking do that.
Yeah.
The other option would be to find an object of magical power and use that. An artifact, another magical item, or something of that nature.
Is there a latent aether from the dead monstrosity that we killed?
Well,
Would you like to go check?
Yeah.
I haven't burned it all yet, so.
Was in the process of burning it.
He's gonna let Pendulum know. He's like, there may be a source, possibly, but if you are able to detect magical energies, I would need your help.
Yes, I think that would be. I think that can most certainly be done. I'm also going, if, as a last ditch effort too, if we can't find, 'cause you said any magical.
A magical item
any
or
magical
artifact.
item would work. Was where okay.
You
so
could try, right? You could try
Yeah.
transferring the magic from one thing to another. You know that
Mhm.
in standard practice, especially when you were making magic items, like it was you and like using your magic and your abilities to infuse things, but it would take a lot
Right.
of time. It would take days, if not weeks, to do that.
Right.
You remember back to when that big ass crystal was delivered to your workshop, the purple one, which you
Mhm.
probably now realize was infused with aether, that your process became much easier, right? So utilizing an object like that might assist you in the process.
Okay. I'm gonna wait to see what Thaddeus can come up with, and depending on the answer that he gets, that will determine my next move.
Okay.
While we're waiting,
Yes.
hell days ago, when Bee had her chaos moment and everybody saw the worst day of her life,
Mm-hmm.
she woke up with a feather.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall knowing what the feather
You-
does.
You never took time with it. You were mad that you had it.
I think now just kind of hanging out and waiting for the boys to, set up the computer. She's going
Set up
to
the computer.
hook up the speaker system so you can finally watch TV.
Yeah.
She's gonna reach into her pocket and notice that it's there
It is an orange
and
feather.
take an orange feather. I wanna more closely examine it.
Well, you've spent quite a bit of time with it, and you know inherently what it does. It's been sitting in your journal since you got it, the description and otherwise.
Shit.
The orange feather is a wondrous item, and once per day you may use the magic of the feather to cast Featherfall.
Ooh.
Oh.
Mm.
I give it to Pen.
What do you tell him?
I think this nasty thing's magic.
You want me to take this?
I don't want it.
Well, I will put it to good use then. That is most selfless of you, B. Thank you.
You gonna burn it?
Well,
You gonna pluck out the individual little fuzzy bits one by one?
Well, I'm certain that when we're done using it, it will most likely not be what it once was.
Excellent. Oh, I would love that. It reminds
And-
me too much of my greatest rival.
Oh. Well, then all the better. And I think even more better that maybe we can specifically use this one to power Balra's gift. So it would be fitting that you take something that belonged to a rival and destroy it to give life into something that you're giving as a gift to another.
Absolutely. And I definitely didn't understand the intent behind me having this feather. I think it's a nasty little piece of shit.
Oh, well, that is quite the statement, but you sure you wouldn't find this useful?
I won't use it. You think I want to use something that reminds me of my greatest rival?
I would look at it as a finders, keepers, losers, weepers. Is that the same? They would probably be more.
I missed you when you had the red eyes, man. You say goofy stuff.
Oh, well, just the same. Just the same. I will make use of this. Now all we need.
Gems.
Another
And
thing.
I pushed the bag of gems towards
I will take the gems and whatever metal, because I'm sure it won't take as much to make the scalpel that we're trying to make. Take as much as I can and go ahead and start laying the groundwork for Balra's item.
Okay. For the scalpel. Starting to melt down, do you utilize the armor?
Yes, because we're not going to use it for anything else. We may as well, melt it down.
I'm not gonna use it as like a framework for the dragon wings. Big ol' like mechanical gold dragon wing. That's not cool to use. You don't like the idea?
Well, I tell you what, we'll save it for the wings, and hopefully there'll be enough of it to make a good framework.
Thank you, Blurred, for saying that to me, Beth.
Oh my god.
But no, we'll.
No, you
actually
do. I'm
take
sorry.
over-
Don't let me push you towards
Oh,
anything.
no,
That's...
you're good. We'll use actually some of
Collaborative
the,
effort.
stuff that's around.
Collaborative effort.
We'll use the stuff that's around for
Sure.
For Balra stuff.
You do know how to make steel pen. It is, take some iron and introduce some carbon. It is, it'll take some time, but there is enough stuff around that, like, you can do this. Just gonna take some time. It's gonna be a long day.
We can do this.
Even making a small knife takes some time. Making a
It'll
small
be worth it.
magical knife takes more.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it.
Okay.
I believe in it.
Thaddeus,
Mm.
you head. Jersey, do you join him for this? Going back to the body.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'll like point out where
You're
I
like, I torched most
didn't
of it.
quite get everything
Sure.
right. So
I would like you each to roll me an investigation check.
investigation.
Take a look around. Nice. Okay, 15 for Thaddeus. Jersey with a 17. Jersey, taking a look at what remains of the ooey gooey portions of this creature, you find something. A small, spherical, pearl-sized stone. It looks almost like glass. And in it, you see a glowing, swirling purple substance.
I found this. Do you know? Does this look familiar to you at all? I'll give it to Thaddeus.
You put on his monocle and examine it.
So, Thaddeus, roll me Arcana or Nature.
Well, that's an easy one for me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I rolled
was
bad
it?
and I still got a 12, so.
12. It's clearly infused with aether. What seems to remain of this creature. You surmise, having read many books in your life, that this was likely an object utilized as a seed. Not as a seed for a plant, but like a clam. Place a little bit of some kind of grain or something like that into an object and then create a pearl out of it. Or in this case, a place to store aether that was being pumped into these plants in the creation of these creatures.
Do I know what happens to the aether if it's released?
I do not believe you've experienced that yet.
Okay. He's gonna ask Mia if she knows.
Sure. Mia kind of proffers her hand to take a look at the little seed. Pulls it up at her eye and takes a look. Doesn't look like a whole lot of much, huh? So you want to know what happens to it if you like break it open and all the little stuff comes out?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, I'm not a fucking scientist, so I don't really know. Probably goes poof. Maybe a little bit of purple explosion. Don't know.
So this is created from the souls of the departed. Is that right?
As far as I understand it,
So releasing it would not release them.
I think they're lost.
I see.
As far as my understanding goes, their fucking cycle's broken. They're done. Kaput.
Very well. Let's give this to Pendulum and see if he can make use of it.
Yep, she
Is there
hands you back the
anything
bead.
else on the body, or no, was that it?
Teeth, butter-smelling pustules that burned and popped like popcorn.
Thank you.
And you're really never gonna get that smell out of the inn.
Baked
Just
it
burn
right
it
into the
down.
ground.
Yep. God damn it. All right. Well, I guess we should get this to Pen so we can make all the things that we want.
You take the bead back to Pen. Pen,
Mm-hmm.
you know how this shit works. You had a big-ass one of these back at the workshop
Mm-hmm.
that you and Winston used for a while to make weapons and armor and other things for your military. You know how to use this bead and transfer its substance to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Now knowing what it is, do you choose to do that?
Oh, that's a moral quandary. I know that the whatever that corn dolt was, it's dead. It's
The coincident?
the corn.
God. Yes.
Oh God. There's nothing that can be done for that.
No.
But we would still be essentially we'd still essentially be toying with its soul.
With many.
And many. Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking about. Kept thinking about it in singular terms.
Are we all together now?
I think you're all back at the forge at this point.
I mean, Mia said that they were lost anyways, like there's no way to get them back.
They're not doing anybody any good. Just being in that vial.
Are they in that thing?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're there. It's
Let me see it, please.
I'll hand it back over.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take out his quarterstaff and smash it.
You smash the glass-like bead, and it cracks open. The purple metallic smoke leaks out of it quickly and begins to dissipate.
We'll find other sources.
Well, that was a fucking mistake. That was a lot of power there.
I am at a loss.
The difference
not
between
normally
us
one
and
to tell you-
Guderian is we don't use the dead against their wishes.
That is fair. Well, we're back to square one. But I think I might have a way to get around this. Penn is gonna take his he's gonna take his great club, which he has infused with magic, and he's gonna make an attempt to use that to see if he can get the desired result.
Penn, you do recognize the level of power that was just lost, but
Mhm.
you can utilize your great club in this capacity if you would like to. You've laid the groundwork for the knife. Again, we would have to assume a few hours have passed. You've poured the mold. The knife has cooled, and it is now time to start transferring what energies you would like to in it, and using whatever arcanic runes you think will bind it to the knife. Or, I suppose in this case, very small knife, a scalpel. Yeah, okay. So, your intention is to transfer over the enchantment from your club to it. I believe that is one of your infusions.
Yes. So the infusion would go away. It would technically go away anyway. But we'll transfer it over.
Sure.
To the scalpel.
Yeah. Easily done. I think at this point, Tug asks to do one of his runes, a rune of binding that would assist in solidifying the magic to the knife itself. And it's basically just him etching into it while you transfer your infusion from one to another. Your club does lose its magical ability. It is transferred to the scalpel.
All right. It is done. We did it.
It's a pretty little knife, I guess.
It's more of a symbolic gesture.
Symbolic. I want this thing to be so impressive that Balra, like, black blood comes out of her nose. She's so excited.
Well, yes, it will definitely.
Lady Balra does not have black blood, B.
Well, whatever color blood she do have, I ain't never seen her get hit.
I mean,
She's got the black eyes. It's not crazy for me to say it.
There's some nodding, or I was like, oh, that tracks.
I mean more symbolic in that it's representative of something that she lost and will now get back, and hopefully it'll, maybe while it won't share the exact same meaning to her as the previous one did, maybe this one could help make up for it.
I hope so. I tried to pick colors she'd like. B did not try to pick colors she'd like.
Yeah, what colors did you pick?
Oh, hot pink, hot blue, hot fuchsia,
Hot fuchsia.
purple.
We have all gems of these colors indeed inlaid into
Basically-
the hilt of your scalpel now.
Stella's background, but in like a scalpel form.
Yay! I like that.
Galaxy scalpel.
Nice.
Ooh, yes. Oh my
I'm
god,
down
I
with
like
that.
that. Yeah.
I'm into it. Then it
It's
is
so
done.
pretty.
It is definitely pretty. So the scalpel will function as a +1.
Plus 85.
Okay.
Close.
You're pushing it, Finn. Stop
Plus
it.
1 dagger. You know, it could have and would have had a different effect should we have used a different magical source.
Yeah.
And it has been added
Wow.
to
Sass.
Leslie's sheet, the gifted scalpel.
I think B will in canon take it and like wrap it up in a tidy little present box
Mhm.
with a big foo-foo bow on it. Just an absurd little package.
Okay. Perfect. So, the smaller of the
Foo-foo
two
ball.
objects for today has been handled. Now, what do we plan to do about Mia?
Well, we've melted down. We're definitely going to melt down the armor. That's gonna happen.
She's just like sitting in a stool, like next to you, and like her legs are like kicking. And there's like, can't wait to see what you fucking do about this.
Can I be braiding her hair?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
I'm
braiding her hair.
Yeah.
I'm
She got nice hair.
I'm trying. It's a process. It's not an exact science, even when it is.
I'm hearing a
going
lot
to
of
come up
fucking
with something.
excuses, Pen. You promised me a wing.
I did,
Hmm.
and we're getting to it.
He sounds like a dad.
I've had to use that voice on more than a few occasions.
God.
I have a teenage son and a 6-year-old daughter, so it comes up from time to time. But yes, this is where I'm gonna be, because my magical expertise is not in flying
Mhm.
or manipulating any kind of like
Mm-hmm.
fields related to it. So this is where I'm really gonna kind of
Gonna lean on Thaddeus here.
I'm gonna lean on Thaddeus here a little
Yeah.
bit, because I'm thinking maybe in some way, shape, form, or fashion, maybe we put our heads together, we can come up with
I
something.
think that is
Ooh.
a great idea. Yeah. What's
Wait,
up?
What if you use the sails? Since no one's using these boats, we could use the sails as part of the cloth part for the framework for the wing, right?
I'm still
Right,
not understand.
right.
I still don't fucking get how you're gonna make that work. And then like when I turn into a dragon, it fits. And then when I turn into this, it fits.
How big do you get?
Well, actually, she gets a little sheepish. She's like, I haven't tried since you saved me. So,
How about you try?
I bet you're so big.
I bet you ain't.
she looks at her. She looks
Sure
at her bee.
she
She's like,
is.
well, I'll be less big because I'm missing a fucking wing.
I'm sure she'll be
What?
just the right size for her.
Oh, yeah.
I-
Shut the fuck
We're
up.
all like
shut
mad
up,
at
shut up,
Thaddeus,
shut
though.
up,
Shut up, Thaddeus.
Shut up. Fine. She gets off the stool and she goes, thank you for braiding my hair. And she, kicks the braid over one shoulder and like kind of stomps out into the middle of the town. Okay, it's been a while.
Bianca Belair over here.
This
Right?
really fucking hurt last time, so hopefully this works out for me. And she will grow and shift and change, and about halfway through her turning into the large topaz dragon that she is, the dress that she was wearing rips, and she goes, oh, fucking sorry, I forgot about that. And the dress just rips off of her. Ah,
dang.
oh, shit, fuck. And she finishes her transformation. Her leftward wing is gone. There is an enormous
Gone?
scar that runs on the entirety of her left side, down her left forearm as well, directly over where her left wing would have been. Remembering back to that she was physically falling apart
Mm-hmm.
before she was saved. The wing
She
is
looks better now.
gone.
Okay.
The scar is there. It looks fresh, right? It's got that like really like reddish pink angry look to it. It is still very fresh. Her wing is huge, Pen. It's built to keep a dragon up, right?
Yeah.
With magical assistance. It is very large. It is 2 of her as a human at least long. Fully outstretched, even more.
Oh god.
What I got a suggestion. What if we can't make a real big wing to match the first one? We just kind of recalibrate the first one to do kind of a rotating, spinning thing on the top of her body, so she can still fly.
A
It just look a
meacopter?
little different.
I don't think that's how dragon wings work, but
I was just
Miss
passing
Perennial, she
thought
is,
then.
it
she's
was
not an automaton. I do not believe
Mia,
that will
can I climb
be
on your
effective
back?
there.
Sorry, hun. It kind of fucking hurts still.
Okay. And
Maybe-
I'll just be like touching her leg.
Maybe some other time. And she, like,
Well-
her big dragon head is, like, looking at the size of the scar and her missing wing, and she does not look okay.
I'm
Can I
going.
pet her head?
Yeah, you can't. She's like, stop it.
Reevaluating the situation, because we will definitely either A, need a lot more material,
Yeah.
or B, we may have to come up with a new plan. Jetpacks, anybody?
So she looks and she sees you like struggling here, right? To
Mhm.
think of something. I knew it was a long shot, Pen. Don't worry about it.
Do you have the capability of making enchantments that we would create for you last through your draconic powers?
Me?
Yes, you.
You are a topaz dragon.
I am something. She again like kind of looks at her missing wings. I have some magical ability, but it is not a lot. My abilities come through psionics, not true spells.
Well, psionics. That's.
I have an idea though, and she will like start to shrink down back into her humanoid form. Again, dressless at this point, seemingly unperturbed by the whole thing. The scar
He
again,
turns away.
like all the way down her back and down her arm here. I have an idea, and she approaches Pen.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a long shot, but while I was still running messages for the bastard, he sent his forge master to Clarion to help with what they were building. Maybe he can help? He's less of a bastard, more just lives for the work.
He would help us?
We can...
It's quite the job.
She kind of like leaves it. We can give him no other option. Pen, I want to fly again.
Then you will. We will go to Clarion.
Good.
We'll get this forge master, and whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, promise me.
And he'll kind of look at his right hand and just kind of hold it out to her and say, "This is what I've seen other people do when they make a promise." And he takes his hand and he kind of curls in his fingers and his thumb and holds out a pinky.
Oh my
She goes, all right. You know this one's unbreakable, right?
It is an unbreakable vow, one which I do not plan to break.
I am cautious about absolutes, saying whatever it takes.
You shut the fuck up. I'm going to fly again. Promise
You
me,
will
Pen.
fly again.
And she takes your pinky. Promise me.
Mia, I promise you.
Good. Now kiss it. No, like this.
He'll he'll kind of take the two pinkies and he'll press his metal lips to it, and he'll affect a sound, even though he can't actually do it.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Huh?
Oh shit! Oh no!
Fucking knew it.
What did I do?
Knew it.
What did?
Shit like this can force betrayal.
Oh god!
Oh, he did not save.
Dude, you
Oh,
never roll
no.
good.
I never do.
Pen, that is a 4.
Yes.
And you feel her voice in your mind, right? That little pocket that lives back there.
Mm-hmm.
You are bound to this, Pen. Do not fail me. It will end very poorly for all of us.
I will not fail.
Pen, you feel this weight settle on you with the promise.
Mm-hmm.
You feel very compelled to deliver.
I will lean into it.
Okay.
Too much kissing and leaning and nudity out in the streets for me. Mia, I think I'm gonna grab one of the 2 pieces of armor. that...
Oh, I don't wear armor like that.
Well, you gotta wear something.
Well, find me something else.
Maybe
We'll find a
There's a
towel
lot
or
of dead
something.
fucking people here. Get something of theirs.
Look at Tug.
Tug is glaring, just angry as fuck.
In this awkward moment, Penn is gonna kind of saunter off, and he's just gonna go looking. He's gonna go look into a house, and he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna turn and.
In this awkward moment, and a maybe accidental gaze that's been placed on Penn, we'll take our break.
Yes. God damn it. I fucking knew it, dude.
We'll be right back.
Oh God.
You listen to your wizard, all right?
Hey all, Joel here. Just want to talk to you about the DieFall Patreon, and more specifically, a game that you can participate in. As a patron of the Shard of Discord tier, you are eligible to create a character to take part in an interactive game with your fellow supporters that can and will change the story, world, and interactions within the 3 Ruin shows. You and the other supporters will be occupying a bastion of instability, a gateway to the other planes and realms in which the cast members of Lapis, Crimson, and Auric will be adventuring. It is your job to ensure the gateway remains open and operable. This is done through handling a crisis every other week, building defenses, constructing weapons, undergoing training, or bringing the fight to the enemies amongst the many planes. You will also be able to make and find items to assist the player's efforts. You and others will plan your course of action for every month, whether to build, fight, forage, defend, etc. Each option ranging in difficulty and effect on the world around you. In the event of a crisis, characters will be chosen or volunteer to take that crisis on during a monthly live stream, where players will roll for their successes and failures. All planning and rolling will happen in the Discord server in patron-specific channels, which players will be given access to after joining the Shard of Discord on patreon.com/DieFall. The link is obviously in the description below. You'll also get the rules document and the instructions on character creation. Will you be the scout that finds the supplies necessary to survive, the builder that expands the shard's capabilities, the warrior that defends the portal, or even the chef that ensures everyone is fed? You can support us, play a game, and affect the adventure all at the same time. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. I'll be there, as I always am. Thank you all for your support and patronage. And please do continue to enjoy all of the Dungeons & Dragons content, because there is always more. Bye. I say that we're all ready, and then welcome back.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beth's handling the puppy situation. Apparently,
No, a dog.
sorry, dog situation, because it eats carpet. He eats carpet.
I got a rug muncher, dudes.
Oh.
Love it.
Don't say that about your partner.
I got a little. Oh yeah. I got 2 rug munchers. I got a little- 2 rug munchers.
Oh God.
I mean, I'm feeling it.
Nice.
You know.
Just That's it. It's just nice.
Nice. Welcome back to Auric. The crew has been hard at work doing a very
rugs. Oh,
munching rugs and crafting magical items, which is a underutilized skill, especially when you have an artificer.
Doesn't this look so bad? Doesn't this look like some?
Is that not a
What's
butt
it look like, Stella?
It's a
not
little
a butt plug.
Kong. It's a little Kong. Yeah.
It's a dog toy.
It's a dog toy. They're like
don't
really
put it up your butt?
resilient.
Oh.
You could put this up your butt, but I think it would stay there.
You might
Yeah.
want to
that
put a
ain't coming up.
handle on that
That's
bad
too
boy.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put a string
That's-
on it so you don't lose it.
That's actually why it has the hole in the middle.
So you can put something there to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, also, in case your dog swallows it, they can still breathe.
Oh, that's
Oh, for
right.
real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
Why
got
are
to
you
meet the people who
stabbing
make
it?
them.
That's right. Yeah, we were
Wait.
just talking about like you and dog stuff earlier.
Yeah. This is the only reason I know this. I would not have known it otherwise.
Wonder how
Wait, if
often
you
they
have
get
any,
the
like,
butt plug
cool dog
comparison.
Insider knowledge to send me to give my dog a leg up on all the other dogs
I
for when I
would.
submit him to fucking charter school.
Charter school. Welcome back, everyone. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, maybe. Yeah. Right now, in the context of things, Penn made a deal. A seemingly rather binding one. We'll see how that goes.
I made a choice.
You made a
So
choice,
disappointed.
promising a very powerful dragon that she would fly again.
It's motivated by friendship and love.
Mm-hmm. Certainly not the threat of imminent death.
Oh.
That too.
Wow.
So,
The pipes.
we find ourselves
sorry.
at the
You're
forge.
good. You're good.
We've kind of just been doing this for most of the day at this point. What else would you like to do? Penn, do you want to make an effort with the wings? I know right when we ended, you had gone off to go find something.
I went to go find her clothes.
What do you bring back, Penn?
I'm
Potato
trying.
sack.
Yeah, what roll for what kind of dead person you found? Old woman, young woman,
God.
old man, young man, child.
Oh gosh.
Baby.
Here's the best part, Beth. All of those are here. But
Oh.
mostly you wouldn't find their bodies because they were consumed by the creature. So Penn, as you go off and look into each of these buildings, you see what Tug saw. Blood everywhere. Things destroyed, houses and, furniture like torn up. But no bodies. No bodies.
I'm just gonna start perusing through drawers to
yes.
see.
Yes. What are you looking for?
Just clothes.
There's plenty of clothes, Penn.
Yeah, just
They're all very
practical. Just-
well. This is a fisher town, so you're gonna find some
Okay.
very, common folk type clothes.
Okay.
Do you bring like a dress? Do you bring pants? You
You
bring a
know-
stylish leather vest? Like, what are you looking? What do you do here?
Yeah, she already did the dress thing. She did the dress thing already, and I mean, yeah, she seemed to like it. But they say variety is the spice of life, right? Let's get her a vest. There you go, get her a vest.
A vest, okay.
Yeah.
Do we
get her
pick a
vest
shirt
and-
to go with that?
Nah, she didn't strike me as a shirt under the vest type. She probably likes to let him hang free.
Okay, all right.
And decent pants, just decent
Good trousers, maybe some
Yeah,
boots.
good trousers. Yeah, some boots.
Okay.
And
You don't want her to Winnie the Pooh it?
just out here.
Is that what that's called?
just-
Yeah.
Just out here shirt cocking it. Just,
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing now?
Out here, Donald ducking. Just
Yeah,
like,
just like. No, we won't. I won't do that to her. I respect her.
I respect her, but not
And you're
enough
not
to get her a
magically
shirt.
bound to her.
Not even get. No. Well, I tell you what. We'll get her. I don't know. She strikes me as a very very free woman. Just she probably won't want the shit.
Yeah, like we get like you're like perusing through drawers and stuff. We get like a smash cut over to Mia, who's just like standing there in the street naked, just like hanging the fuck out. She doesn't give a. She doesn't care.
Yeah, just yeah. I'll come back with some with the boots and the pants and the vest.
Dude,
and-
3 days from now, Mia's gonna be like, my nips are chafing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, just a
Didn't
vest.
get her a shirt.
I mean, just I don't know. Maybe fine. I'll get her a shirt. I don't know what kind. I don't understand these things. I don't know.
It's a shirt. It's fine. You
It's a
bring
shirt,
back a
it's fine.
shirt and stuff. So it's
Maybe some-
shirt, vest, trousers, boots.
Can
She
she have
dressed
some
like the
defender?
2000s, where it's like 3 layered camisoles and a scarf and like leggings with a jean skirt on top.
Like a
Sandals.
like the Disney actresses. Oh my god.
Yeah,
like
like Ashley
Disney.
Tisdale.
Actually, just do.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
She just
we're
puts on
wild.
all of the clothes that Blurred brings back.
There you go. We're doing this. Fine. We're
All right,
doing this.
Yeah. We
We're
found
doing
a
this.
jean a skort. Isn't that like? Wasn't that like a thing?
A skirt,
A
yeah.
skirt?
And then like a low cut skirt and a thong where the
A
straps
high
go
rise
up over.
whale tailing, right? I believe that was
Yeah.
called whale tailing.
Yeah.
Mia
Yeah.
would totally whale tail, you know
Oh my god.
Yeah.
She puts it all on, whale tailing, and she looks at Penny. She's like, "Is this even fucking better than just being naked? Really?"
I tried.
She like turns around. She does the little thing, like struts her stuff a little bit. So, this gonna work?
I mean, I like it.
With the vest, the whole thing, like, it kind of smells a little bit like fish.
Well, we are in a fishing village where that's what the people did.
I almost
They
wish for
fish.
the dress again, but fine. Right.
Maybe
The trousers
Thaddeus
though are
can-
good. The little,
Oh,
the skort,
Yes.
skort, I believe you called it. The skort.
yeah, that,
my God.
that is
Seems
yes.
versatile.
At least it's not jorts.
Mm.
Yes, and maybe Thaddeus can. Maybe he can prestidigitation the smell out. Maybe I don't know. Possibly.
Fatty. Darling, Fatty, would you?
Oh my god.
She comes up to you. What do you think? Did Pen pick something good?
It's certainly not the style I would have envisioned you to be wearing, but you wear
Oh.
it well.
What do you imagine me wearing, Thaddeus?
sorry.
Something that matches your personality.
This like arm crossed. That's all right.
This is okay.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
More fitting. What? And what would that be, Thaddeus?
Something loud.
Loud.
It'd be. Oh, he got you. He got you.
Acting like you aren't the loudest fucking thing out here.
Oh, you heard me?
You yell all the goddamn time.
Well, that's because I need to be heard. Of course, you heard me. My name is B Perennial II, and I'm a future queen.
How do you put up with
She
her?
wasn't looking.
How do you put up with her, Thaddeus?
Do you have any other questions?
You didn't answer the first one.
Sure I did. I said something loud.
Oh, boring. Fine. Dressay, do you like it?
Yeah.
I don't even need to roll a die to know that you don't. that
No,
was really rough there.
I like that you have the freedom to move around in the trousers. I
Right?
that.
Like, watch
I envy
this.
that.
She like crouches down. Freedom of movement.
Mm-hmm,
Give a little high kick.
Yeah, yeah.
Versatile.
I like that, you know. I am still wearing the dress. So, you know, I think he would look good in gold.
Gold. Pen, there was no gold.
Well, this is a fishing village, and I imagine that.
Excuses. Pack something additional though, because if I ever have to be a dragon again, all of this is just gone, right?
Yes.
Right.
I will ask Dressay to find you something. I'm going to go work in the forge.
I think we should perhaps leave.
We do have a destination in mind, so how far is it?
A day.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
day's travel.
Well, I guess we should gather supplies, whatever we need, and maybe we still have the horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Okay.
Cool.
Turns out it did not consume the skeletons, just
Okay.
the fleshy things that were in town.
Good.
Forgot that there were
Lovely.
skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are undead horses.
Nice.
Is anyone left, or 100% of everybody gone?
Everyone's gone.
Yo, I didn't realize that last episode.
No, me neither. I didn't realize it had eaten
Well,
everything. Like everyone.
Tug had gone to find out, and you had all rested. So we didn't know what the result of things were. Just that
You
it
said
was.
that there were not as many people out and about.
And then you rested for 8 hours.
Oh no. Well,
So we slept through the massacre, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Oh shit.
I want to say goodbye to.
And
Heavy
they're
sleepers,
not
this group.
alive, really. They're not awake, so they didn't scream or anything.
Right.
You know,
None of them were aware of anything.
if Balra told me anything, it's that death's not necessarily a bad thing. And it's better that they went this way than getting turned into that ether substance.
But B, they've been pulled out of the cycle altogether.
How so?
They're gone. Absorbed by whatever that fucking thing was.
Hold on, DM. So are you saying that that little vial of that little oh no. That little vial that we pulled out of the big goopy thing was the souls of every person who lived in Averon.
Yes.
And we just smashed it.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Thaddeus just smashed it.
It is now gone.
Yeah, he wanted to release them.
But does
So-
that?
oh, well, Tug, we released them. We cracked
Mia steps
open-
in here. Yeah, so, you know when they become that little purpley substance? They're no longer souls, they're just energy. They're gone.
All right, Thaddeus, normally you're my advisor,
Mm-hmm.
but I might have a little bit of advice for you. And it's that next time we have the opportunity to use an incredibly powerful collection of energy that can no longer be put back into the live stream, so to speak, we consult as a team. 'Cause it feels a little bit wasted now.
Very well.
All right, well, that's taken care of. I think we're ready to go. My admonishments have been given out.
I'm gonna load up my doggies in the wagon.
You have the cart.
and-
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna gather, like, I know there were fruits and food that were on the
Mm-hmm.
market side. I mean, they're not gonna use it, so I'll grab it so we can all have provisions.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those things that, like, you guys have done because you still feel hunger. But, like, both the Death Knight and Mia have, like, let you know, like, you don't actually have to eat here. You still feel, like, all of your earthly, you know, pangs of hunger or and urges and things, but, like, you don't have to.
Well, I'm at least packing snacks for my dogs.
Yeah, sure. And with 2 additional people to come along. The cart is over full, so some will have to walk.
Not
I
me.
can't ride the horse?
The horses are already pulling the cart, so yes, you can,
Oh,
but you'll be
okay.
double loading the horses.
Call me fat, Joel.
I'm just saying that they'll have more than their carrying capacity.
I'll walk.
Yeah.
I'll walk as well.
Knight of Death will walk as he normally does. I think Mia.
He's huge. There's no way.
Yeah, I think Mia is definitely on the, like, I'm gonna sit in the cart boat here. But otherwise, I think that kind of balances out with.
Dude, B and Mia are like 2 feet apart because we're not gaying on the cart.
2 feet apart in the cart, because we're not gaying.
Because we're not gay.
Oh, God. Yeah. Thaddeus, are you
Beast
driving the
like,
cart?
doesn't have a beat on
Sure.
her.
Okay. Thaddeus is driving the cart. And, you know, you pull out of town. Tug gives, you know, kind of a longing look back to his home. Empty as it is now of any and all life. The forge snuffed out. The fires of the inn cold. Heading away. North and east. Towards the one place B. Perennial II said that she would never go. Clarion. The site of the lovely Greasy Potato Tavern.
It's not called the lovely Greasy Potato Tavern, DM. Do you
No.
see the word lovely there?
You know what? Let's add it. May, you in here? We're gonna add the lovely Greasy Potato Tavern to the map. Thanks.
Hey May, can you add the letter T after the word NO and put lovely after that word? So it then says definitely not
The lovely. Yeah,
The
definitely
lovely.
not the lovely. Excellent.
Oh god.
So
Thanks. Mia says B would not add that.
we head back out on the road away from Averon. I'll pull up the map here for everyone at home again. So, it's about a day's journey away here. You know where you're going. You fortunately got the lay of the land from way up high on that tower not too long ago. Thaddeus, in driving the cart here, I would like you to make the survival check for navigation. It's not hard.
Who the fuck let me drive?
I asked who was driving and you said you.
We could say Balra's driving and just pull up her character sheet.
Sure,
If she
Balra
has
is helping.
better-
That is a natural 20. You know exactly where you're going. Easy enough. Additionally, everyone go ahead and roll me a d20 because we did get gifted one nat 20 as well. And remember that,
Oh.
Thaddeus, you have another nat 20 that you can utilize here tonight.
Oh.
Okay.
It will go to Pen.
Oh wow.
Pen, you will get yourself a nat 20. Remember that these are used or burned this evening.
We got an hour.
You got an hour.
Momo.
So, continuing away from Averon, the cart squeaking along, its skeletal steeds pulling it, through the fields to the east of Averon here. I want everyone to make me a perception check.
Ooh.
21.
14, 7, 21. 17. Okay. As you get a ways away from Averon, towards the copse of trees that you had spent one of your evenings in, remembering back to a very heated argument between B and Dressay that ended with lots of the wildlife of the forest burned. Making your way there, looking to the south, you see a column of soldiers making their way from Pelennor to Averon.
When you say a column of soldiers, are they all standing on each other's shoulders?
Indeed, it is a vertical column rather than a horizontal column
I don't know. It's magic
of
D&D.
soldiers.
No, I know. The terminology was.
Well, so the military terminology would be like a column would be like 2 by 2, a length of
Okay.
soldiers, likely
I
30 to
see.
50. be a column.
And they can't see us?
You are unsure. Right now, you're outside of the woods on this side. Looking southwards, you see them heading from Pelennor to Averon.
I look at Mia. What do you think they're
What?
doing heading to Averon?
Probably got word that you were there?
We were there?
Well, you are the thorn in Gadarian's foot right now, aren't you?
Good.
I just didn't realize that we were so, known.
Well, you stopped whatever was fucking happening at the tower. More than likely they would have investigated, and we spent some time in Averon, and, well... I mean, things don't stand still, do they?
I guess it's a good thing we left town then.
And speaking of, maybe we duck into the trees, Thaddeus?
You think haste will be prudent here and not draw more attention to us? Very well. I'll try to veer off road.
Yeah. Head out into the woods that you were in previously, off the road, to try and create some interference between you and the soldiers that might be looking in your direction in some way. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me another survival. See how it goes. With Balwer's help.
With Balwer's help. Okay.
Yeah. We'll just say Balwer's helping. That's a 9. That's 2 9s. That is double 9.
Snake nines.
He's not
Snake
good at survival.
Snake 9. Okay. Yeah. As we head into the woods there, and kind of, it does slow our progress just a little bit, but hopefully provides some kind of interference here that the soldiers do not notice you. Continuing to the north and east, you do note that there are orchards and buildings. Specifically on our map, it's known as Alwyn's Orchard. And then there's a bridge, and as you exit the north side of the forest, there are watchtowers in that general area. I think the Knight of Death would bring it up. So what is our plan about the guards on the tower?
They probably know that we're coming. Or at least to watch out for us, eh?
Mia would be a little sheepish here. That was kind of my job, so yes.
Well, who's doing your job without you doing it?
One of Gadarian's lackeys. Maybe Greg? Greg's kind of an ass. Bit of a kiss ass too, you know. Probably picked it up. Probably fucking riding around on a horse or something like that. Can't fly, Greg. Well, I can't fly either, so... Fuck me, I guess.
I've stopped listening.
Yeah. She just keeps talking.
Well, we can't just ask for directions to the greasy potato. I don't even want to say it.
So... Options. B, I'm talking.
Oh, that please do not clap at me.
Then fucking pay attention, woman.
You said my name, I started turning, you started clapping right after that. You be patient.
Don't like patience. So, there's this...
I don't like you.
Set of buildings outside Clarion, the Sabile Estates. Bit of a gray area, that. In that it's run by... Do you know what Fae are?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, one of their lot has kind of taken up residence at Sabile Estates. May be loyal to Gadarian, may not be. But
They don't
sort
hold
of
loyalty.
exists out of the legal boundary here.
Probably our best shots. Go meet up with this here Fae.
Right. Maybe. What do you have valuable parts of your memory.
Of course I have valuable part. What do you think I didn't live an
Do you have
interesting life?
some that you are willing to part with?
Absolutely not. I am a queen. I need everything. Everything in order to rule.
Just want to let you know that there's gonna be a fucking cost.
Why do I have to pay it?
Well, you each might. I will. He will. Gestures over to the Death Knight. He will. Gestures over to Tug. All of us, if we want their protection.
I'll look at the rest of the team.
Is that our best option?
It's an option. Right now, we're riding towards a bridge that is thoroughly under watch, and heading towards a town that is thoroughly guarded with very high walls and not a plan in sight. You're gonna just walk in.
No.
We cause a distraction somewhere else? Avert their eyes?
At least that one's thinking.
Okay. I'm looking at this. We're going to the Greasy Tavern.
Greasy Potato Tavern's inside the walls.
I'm me, Beth, the performer. I'm having a hard time again remembering why we're doing this.
Okay.
I want to go there to investigate it.
So, Mia has let you know, somewhere underneath Clarion, Gadarian is developing an army. In much the same fashion that he was doing in growing them, he has found a different way to create soldiers for the ongoing war between heaven and hell. The way that they've been doing this is taking the souls of the dead, removing them from their cycle of life, and creating these monstrosities. The god Death has asked for you to stop this from happening. Through Balra's insistence, it has become somewhat of a priority of the party to do so. Additionally, Clarion is the location of the Forge Master of Gadarian, and may be able to assist with the whole Pendulum making a deal that he can't get out of with a very powerful dragon that wants to fly.
All right. I've gone into my mind palace and remembered what we're doing. So, I just need to...
It was in a closet somewhere.
We should not be going in there guns a-blazing. We got people to meet, things to investigate. And something's going on underneath Clarion, so we can't just... I think Mia's got a point. We might need the protection of these here fae. As much as I don't want to give something up, it seems to be the most prudent option.
What about a distraction? I literally made a fire. I could. The fire that we had, that we set at that farm seemed to pull their eyes away, right?
Your solution always seems to be fire.
It works, does it not?
And there's an awful lot of our eyes. I don't know if you've ever been the head of a collection of people, but oftentimes when you need to settle a dispute, you have part of the group go and assess one thing and the other part stay. So I don't know that a distraction's going to take every single eye around Clarion off of Clarion itself.
It may buy us enough time to get inside, at least.
Thaddeus, do you think she's got a point?
I think it's important to have as many options as we can come up with. But
I mean, Mia could rip off her clothes and go running around the thing in circles. She could turn into a dragon, distract everybody. We got plenty of options.
They would
I'm
recognize
tired.
me. I'm not sure it would be a good thing, though, if they've received word that a group of individuals freed me from my imprisonment in the tower where Gadarian was going to utilize my life force to summon that creature that you just kind of poofed into nothing.
Wait, I have an idea. Why don't you pretend that you caught me as your prisoner and you need to go speak to the guy that you've been talking to that forges your stuff for you? That could be a way to convince them that you're still on their side, right?
Potentially. It would get one of you in.
Well, again, distraction.
They might also just put us into holding and wait for, arbitration. But it could
Distraction.
work.
It is a distraction, and the other party members could go in from an unguarded gate. We could make enough noise outside. The rest of our party members could go in from a different entrance.
Are there other entrances into this town?
Clarion's kind of a shithole, but I generally just fly in and land. There's a big-ass front gate. And then 25-foot high palisades all the way around. Guarded. So, over the wall? The temple
have
does
you-
kind of
Pen?
hit the wall.
Pen can catapult.
Touches it.
I can only catapult something that is small.
That's number 2, Dressay. You've been called big twice now.
Well, I mean something like the size of a dagger.
Death
Or
Knight,
what?
what do you know about the Fae?
I know that they are not to be trifled with. We should not make any open-ended deals. It can be problematic. They like to twist their words, especially the more powerful. Garner something for themselves or bind themselves to interesting beings.
Just the camera pans across our party
Yeah, exactly. Every single one of you.
and the NPCs.
Yeah. It's just like, oh. I
I'm
do
not comfortable with that option.
know of which Fae is spoken. Her name is Griselda. She is a strong-minded woman, but can be reasoned with. Should we be willing to pay her price?
Think we should hear her terms.
We will still need to pass the river undetected.
I'm very used to being large and swinging my sword, so I'm not the person who can really help with the sneaking.
Well, it is an
Plan.
option. We could, and he looks at Dressay, burn it down. Though there is always a risk.
What risk do you think there would be?
It's certainly an announcement that we're here.
He looks at Dressay and says, have you ever known her fires to be small?
That is true.
I don't have to be here. I can be in a different location, start the fire, and meet with you at the other.
Again, we are
location.
worried about... And he points off into the distance at the tower that is right next to the singular crossing over the river.
Well, if you set it on fire,
Mm-hmm.
the other watchtower will very likely notice. They'll
Could.
they'll probably send people.
They will certainly alert the town.
there's a off chance maybe they'll send more people if it's a bigger fire.
It's a real fucking issue that we can't ever make it nighttime here, huh?
Can we?
Yeah.
Can we?
I'd imagine it would take very powerful magics to do that. Isn't this an enchantment by Clarion himself?
Can I ask my doggies if they've ever seen it be night? Because they've been here longer than us.
So has Tug. And I think the confirmation is no. They've never seen it be night.
We could also
Pen?
just take the tower down.
And
Yeah.
roll me any
Yes.
check you think will go well.
Oh.
Dude, did Penn show me? Did Penn fucking show B ever the stopwatch?
Penn has not
The
shown
timepiece?
anyone the watch.
Yeah, I've
Penn
mostly
has kept
it
that
myself.
to himself.
You.
I will use Arcana.
You're nat 20. Okay.
You do have an
I
nat 20.
wasn't sure. We'll go with this just in case, because there's something else that might happen that I might want to use it for.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's really good. Good job.
So yeah, 26.
26 is pretty good. Yeah, well done. Okay. You think about the watch.
All right,
Open it up.
I'll open it up.
Do I see him pull out a watch?
I mean, he is like walking next to you all, right? He pulls out
yeah,
an
yeah.
intricate golden watch on a golden chain. And he looks down at it.
I'll take mine out too.
You're
Your parents' sizes, my guy.
No, he's suspicious right now.
Your pocket watch is as big as.
your Schwartz is as big as my Schwartz.
yours ticks louder.
I don't want my chains goes all
Mine's
the way
got
around
silver
my torso.
inlay.
Can you just do
Pen,
this?
Pen, roll me a history check. This is for your corrupted memories.
Oh, snap. Here. Oh, wait. This might work out. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Nat 20. There you go. And add. Yeah.
Oh!
You
Yeah.
remember Winston building this watch.
Ooh.
You remember that big ass crystal full of aether that you now recognize, and what he did to infuse the watch with power from that crystal. You look down at the softly ticking watch with no numbers and 5 hands, and the one hand that has never moved since you've studied it.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel this distinct urge to touch it.
I do so.
What do you do with it? Do you
I'm gonna. So the hand that just doesn't move, I'm gonna rotate it. See if I can rotate it around.
Yeah?
do you go
and-
clockwise or counterclockwise?
I'm gonna go counterclockwise
Yeah?
and see what happens.
You look up, and the sun, I put in quotes here, hanging in the sky, moves.
What?
It moves towards the eastern horizon. As you continue to move it, it drops below the horizon.
What the fuck?
And now that I've done this, and now I'm just like, I'm just staring at it. Just
You think back to the moments when Winston made the watch, and how much power was drawn out of the crystal that was brought in. Remembering back to Pendulum's memory, it was enormous, brought in, carried by 2 people in a trunk, and placed onto a table, the size of a person. And you remember that that crystal looked significantly dimmed by the end of the creation of this watch.
You know what? I'm gonna, I want to know more about this thing, and I want to know it now. So I'm gonna cast Identify.
It takes 1 minute to cast if you use your slot for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the investigation you've done here and actually utilizing it has given you some insight onto what it does.
Okay.
It clearly dictates, shows, and potentially controls time for places. Right now, you know, in this district, that one that wasn't moving, the shorter one, apparently controls the position of the sun and time here in this district. There are 4 other hands. Pen, roll me a religion check.
Oh God. Oh man, that's what I should have saved that nat 24.
Be it I was gonna say assisted by Balra. I think the issue is like Balra's not here to assist with a religion check on this, but your cognitive brain would tell you, okay, there are 4 other hands, which means there are 4 other locations that this watch is tied to.
So now I must learn where they are.
Is it night time?
It is nighttime now.
Yo,
I
what?
think I know what this watch does now.
Excuse me?
This pocket watch, and I'm just gonna hold it out, and I'm gonna show the actual clock facing.
Yeah. No numbers.
Again,
5 hands.
I turned one of these hands, and it changed the time. Do I notice if any like maybe because we're out in the middle of the woods, for Christ's sakes, but I don't notice. I wouldn't have noticed any like nothing. It's just affecting the place or the time of the place. I haven't noticed whether or not I have no reason to believe that hand would affect people.
I don't know if you're sure about that. Right?
Okay.
I don't know if you know. Right? The Identify spell has told you this. It controls time for 5 different locations, and you have figured out one of them.
Okay. So that one. So yeah. So we're okay. So there we go.
Controls and dictates time, right? So like the other hands continue to move, which means that like time in those 4 other locations is
they're moving.
going.
What happened to Thaddeus's watch?
Thaddeus's watch. So your watch was tied to the material plane?
Yeah, and it's his arcane focus as well.
So I think interestingly enough, like your watch would not have been affected by the time shift on the district at all. It would never have been affected. It would always have been tied to the material plane and the time that it was there when you set it. So unless you decided to change it at some point, right? Like reset the watch in whatever way. Is it like a quartz watch or a wind? What would you have made it as?
It's wind up.
Okay, so you would have been winding it, which means that the mechanics inside that have a very specific, it's a very specific mechanism that counts time, which means if you had kept winding it and not changed the time at all, it would have just still represented the time from the prime material plane, right? So it would still just say that. It would not have shifted with the sun shifting here on this in this district.
Okay.
I think when you look around at your group, that the Knight of Death looks a little on edge, but both Mia and Tug are staring up at the sky. And me,
They've never
I
seen
haven't
this.
seen stars in so fucking long. Pendulum,
Wow.
what the fuck did you do?
It was this watch. This gift. I remember somewhat what it does. And I think I found us our cover of darkness.
I think you fucking did. I mean, this could make it easier to get over the walls. And go undetected, and this is wonderful. Where did you get that?
It was a gift from my father. Well, not my actual father, but you get the idea. The person who took care of me.
Is he still alive?
No.
Thaddeus is extremely interested in trying to hide it.
Yeah, this is the most powerful, like, time-controlling device I think that Thaddeus has ever come across that wasn't made by him.
Correct.
He is no longer with us.
So you don't know how he made it.
I'm sure there's memories. I would probably remember at some point, maybe, but I was there when it was made.
Did he leave notes?
Oh,
Or documents?
I'm sure he did. Most likely. And technically, I would, if I could remember, be as good of a record as anything else, maybe, but I don't remember.
The power in your hand represents a paradigm shift of the power balance in these regions. You might need to make it your priority to remember more so we can utilize that.
I will dedicate any spare time. I will dedicate it to trying to better understand what this is, and maybe a way to utilize it. At least to help us get past this Gadarian nonsense.
I mean,
Yes.
you've thrown a fucking wrench in his works, Pen.
He can't grow things without the sun.
That is true.
That's why he kept it out all this time.
But what will he do now? It's
Probably
very
come find us and
likely-
kill us.
That was what I was most afraid of. I feel as though we have put a target on our backs, more than what was already there.
I'm not scared.
Well, the good news is that the target's very hard to see now.
Mm-hmm.
If it was as easy as finding us and killing us, he would have done so long ago.
Just say we'll put her hood up so she doesn't glow in the dark as much. Just slowly pulls it up.
Funny.
That does still leave us with one problem. And now that is to get in here and see about this Forge Master. We have the cover of darkness, but
We still only have one way across the fucking river.
We can take out one guard tower. As long as they can't communicate with the other ones, I think we'd be fine. And they ain't used to operating in the dark.
they're very likely panicking.
Do you have some surprise?
I think we could create a diversion. Mr. Say, we will require your expertise.
With pleasure.
We will no longer be using this cot. We will send it across the bridge on its own.
What? Yes. Yes.
Wise
I like this.
decision. A distraction.
While they're dealing with this visual distraction or what have you, we can sneak across.
The river does flow rather strongly towards the waterfall, but we can set a line.
Say is a little uncomfortable with the water, but you know.
Yeah, I think Mia leans over. Don't worry, I'll dry you off.
Oh. Suddenly I'm okay with it.
Does anyone not know how to swim? Ah. All right, Dressay. I will carry you across.
I get
Oh,
uppies.
in that case, I don't know either.
That is fine. I can carry 2 of you.
Great.
And I think Tug goes, I'll have to get rid of the armor. I know how to swim, but this shit's heavy.
Oh,
I have a plan for that. We need you armored.
He looks back and says, all right. So be it.
How long do you think it will take us to get across this river?
If it's not too wide. 50 feet across, maybe. 60, maybe. But we'll have to do it slow, quiet.
And
well, the
how
cart will
deep?
be loud enough.
She shrugs. She's, I've only ever flown across it, Pen.
Mr.
Well-
Tug, we may have to do something a little undignified.
Undignified. Promise me it gets me to Gadarian.
That is the goal.
Then I
yes.
will suffer any indignity to see an end to him.
I will reveal the plan once we are there.
Good. Let's fucking go then. All right, send the cart, I guess. He looks at the skeletal horses. Do they follow directions well, or?
They do seem to.
After Dressay tells him. I said the wrong thing. Balra, if Balra says something to... I'm tired.
Balra whispers into where their ears used to be. And lets you know that they will proceed across the bridge. As of right now, so for us here, you've been kind of like at the edge of the forest. It will take you a little bit of time to maneuver yourselves down through the orchard towards the end at the river, if you wanted to cross here or wherever your crossing might be. It is up to you to decide. The cart will just trundle along until it gets to the bridge and over. It is now dark. And what you see is a rather conspicuous lack of lights from any building location. As if they're not used to this thing happening.
So that cart is extra bright.
Well, do you want to light the cart? Do you want to, like, put torches on it? Because right now it's not lit. It's just a cart and some horses. Or
Oh, I
skeletal
thought I was going to
horses.
set it on fire.
Oh, you're going to set it on fire? Oh. I missed that. Are we setting the cart on fire? Okay.
That was the initial
Here's
plan.
what we have to
I missed
We have to
that.
figure this out. If we set the cart on fire, then we're setting ourselves up to ambush the guards who are going to investigate it, right?
We don't
Or just
have
the-
to.
The plan was not any ambush. It was just to
Yeah.
get them distracted so we can get across
Where are we going to cross?
the water.
All right. Well, if we cross the water, if the can we pull the map up for chat?
Yeah.
If we cross the water between the guard tower and the bridge, we're gonna run into the guards. If we cross the tower or the water on the above the bridge,
It is a slightly
That seems to be-
narrower up here.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking up there, yeah.
Yeah.
It would involve
cart
you all
was-
moving past the houses and windmill here and through that side of the orchard, rather than just passing on the orchard side.
Yeah.
So just considerations to be made.
And there's probably like a corn monster living inside of the windmill.
Do you want to go inside the windmill?
No.
There goes my
No
corn
more.
monster, damn it!
No more corn monsters.
Okay, I say if we don't want to ambush, we have to go above past the windmill, and if we are okay with encountering them, we take the easy path below.
We do not want to fight.
Yeah, I was figuring we were
Okay,
going to
so
take the
above.
top route, so
Okay.
yeah.
The northern route it is.
Then I would set the cart on fire.
And
Already
fucking
done.
send it. The cart is on fire. Balra has whispered the directions to your skeletal steeds, and off they trundle. Cart ablaze down the road.
We'll head north along the river
Okay.
to a safer spot.
I would
to
love
cross.
a surreptitiousness check. This is going to be
hell does that mean?
stealth,
Oh.
but it's not as harsh of a stealth roll. It is also a group check. This is just, we are unseen, we are moving across, and we don't alert anyone in the general area to our presence, right? Just being careful about moving through the orchard and things like that.
Where to go?
Mm,
Ooh!
Oh,
okay.
And why?
well.
Dude, you have the worst dice I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's okay. Tug's also at disadvantage, so that's a 9. The
Well,
knight
you know
and
what?
Mia.
Then it's you and me.
Uh,
This is like a group project, and we're the ones doing most of the work.
Well, he said it's not hard and it's dark, so we're hoping that. You know,
Mia rolls a 23.
Ooh.
Good lord.
The Death Knight rolls a 13, which is really good for him considering he wears full plate as well.
and he's like 80 feet tall.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
But he is wearing all black, so.
He wears all black, but
True.
if you ever walked around in plate armor, that shit is loud. It is loud. A lot of clanking. Yeah, so a group check here with her. 23, 13, 9, 3, 11,
Add 'em all
18, 17. It's not bad. I think that we're a pretty good check here. We're right around like 13, 14. Which is good. It's good. So, you make your way across the road, past the creaking windmill. There is still wind, even though it is dark. And you see that, like, in the home, there's, like, a little bit of light, and someone, like, places a candle in the window. They don't seem to see you, and they look like a normal person. But you continue northwards past the little bits of orchard here. The orchard looks very similar to the one that you had visited very early in our adventure, where someone turned their tongue black. Kind of a similar
Who could that
feel.
have been? It was me.
The water at the edge here, hearing the river, burbles along. It does seem to be rather quick moving. The sequence of waterfalls here drawing the water downwards and out towards the other districts does mean that it is a rather fierce current. How would you like to do this?
I mean, I have uppies. I don't know what you're doing, but, you know, I got uppies.
I got
I also have uppies.
Okay. Uppies. Miss Perennial. Can I see
Talking
that
about
trinket?
the death knight, right? What?
The one you offered to Mr. Pendulum. May I see it?
That he didn't use to make this beautiful new present that I'm never ever gonna get wet before I give it to my best friend? Yeah,
That's
sure.
one, yes.
And I hand him feather.
Mr. Pendulum. There was mention earlier of you being able to catapult things.
So it has to be small.
Yes.
Or are you gonna
Mr.
yeet this
Tug?
feather across the river? I love it.
Mr.
Get it
Tug,
out
I'm
of my
going to shrink you
sides.
down to size and give you this feather. And Mr. Pendulum will get you across.
I
Holy
wonder
shit,
something.
that's awesome.
I wonder, could we reduce him twice?
Unfortunately, once, but he will be small enough.
Then we shall do it.
Tug, I apologize for
He
the
looks at me, he's like,
indignity.
This is fucked up. He straps his maul down. All right, hit me with it.
Mr. Pendulum, ready your catapult or whatever it may be. And he hands Tug the feather. This will soften your landing.
He looks over at me. How the fuck do I use this thing?
That feather?
Yeah.
I don't know. I had found it in my pocket.
You said it was magic. I remember you telling Penn.
Maybe let it give you a tickle?
Does it have a command word of some kind?
No, you just like put it under your neck and have a little like doodle doo.
All right,
Is that how it actually works?
doodle do it.
I don't know. Does it say on the?
No, with this, Beth has now decided how this item works.
Oh,
Great,
no,
I love it.
You let her decide.
Oh,
the canon.
absolutely.
It has to be told in.
Absolutely.
Yes, give me powers.
Okay. So,
Oh God.
here we are at the edge of the river, and we reduce down Tug.
Yeah, you will cast Reduce onto Tug.
Reduce lasts how long?
1 minute.
1 minute, which means right away, Penn, how far does Catapult go?
Ooh.
Oh my god, we should have talked about this.
It should be very far.
90 feet.
Okay.
That's enough.
And you're gonna
Into Clarion?
yeet him. You're gonna like, we'll call it a 45-degree angle, right? You're going for distance here, right? So
Yes.
it'll go 90 feet and then continue with momentum as far as it is able.
1/8 his normal weight right now.
Oh, he's
so-
going. He's going. What is the max capacity weight for Catapult?
Well, it's actually 5 pounds.
That's it?
But
It's 5 pounds.
yeah, that's the maximum weight.
Oh my God, I
But
hope-
it increases by 5 if I use a spell slot above the. Well, but actually, I
It's
don't
not
have
a lot.
spell slot above. Yeah, it won't be. That's gonna be a tricky one. It's gonna be a tricky one. So, how much would like? Wait, so you said his weight doesn't change, or it does?
It's
change?
1/8 of his normal weight.
1/8 of it. Oh wow, yeah, and he's a thick boy.
But he's small.
He is small.
Can we assist it somehow?
Blurred suggested that we reduce him 2 times.
Yeah, that's not a thing you
It's
can
not
do.
a thing you can do, unfortunately.
What? It's your organs can't take it? Why not?
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's already getting
Ye-
cramped up.
You'll fuck him up.
Yeah.
Because like when he lands, or I mean, I guess I don't know. We do have the feather, but still.
So, Catapult seems to be a little limited on the size that it can do
Can-
here.
We throw him a smaller amount of feet per weight.
Because wait, he's I'm assuming because he's a dwarf, he's a small creature already. He'd be tiny now, right?
Yes,
Okay.
but he does. The thing is, he wears a lot of armor,
Yeah.
and he
We
has
wanted
a
to keep the armor.
big ass maul. So it would be the,
What if we eat that stuff?
How I want to see how deep the river is as a whole. Maybe we might have another option here.
Okay. So at its edge, it's obviously the edge. It will deepen out. I don't know if you know. Again, now it's dark. So how do you test this?
Just really quick, changes the time back to like daytime. And then
Yeah.
I don't.
It is not
I'm actually
it's not a
trying to do
perfectly
that.
clear river. Like I don't know if you've ever been
Yeah.
next to a running river. Like it's hard to see
Yeah,
shit.
it's
It's
hard
very
to tell.
tumultuous, right?
Can I mean, I can fireball across so you can see where, you should be going.
Sure, but that would be a very visual.
No, but there's already a card on fire. It's fine.
Wait a minute. I
I'm not-
think I might have a trick for this. I might.
Not liking that idea.
No, maybe that might not work. Oh, well, maybe. Is there I'm assuming where we're at. There's probably rocks nearby, I would
Yes,
imagine.
there are plenty.
I want to pick one up and use my magical tinkering.
Okay. What do you do with it?
ability. I'm gonna use it to make a rock shed light. So
Okay,
maybe,
so it's like a dim light thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a dim light. Yeah, just enough to maybe be seen. I want to
Okay.
see if take a rock. I'm gonna use the magical tinkering, and chuck it into the try and throw it into the I guess what would be the middle of the river.
Sure.
And see if I
So again,
can see it.
the water's a little bit hard to see through, but the light
Mhm.
does fade out deeper than 10 feet.
Well, that
Think
makes
little
things-
tugs over there. Are we doing this or not?
Wait, do I have dark vision?
Fucking send me!
So, do I have dark vision as?
It would be
Genasi? I
on
forget.
your sheet if it is there as one
Where
of
is
your abilities on the right hand side. You do have dark vision. It's right here.
Oh, so
It
can
is
I
in
just
your abilities and
can I guide him
Okay, so-
then? Like give him?
I mean, you can see in the dark up to 60 feet.
Can-
It does not mean that like you know how deep the water is. I don't know what you're trying to,
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we somehow like combine the catapult with the feather fall and like throwing or pushing him?
You do have your ring.
What ring?
Thaddeus, you have a ring of the ram?
Yeah, I know. I used all 3 charges on that monster.
Ah. Okay, so it is not recharged yet.
It says it's recharges 1d3 on dawn every day, so I don't know how that works here.
It's after a long rest,
Okay.
is how we would do it.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, here's the deal. Catapult is really close, right? Catapult is really close. 1/8 the weight. He's probably full geared 120 pounds because he is small, right? Like as a dwarf. So like his whole thing. So you're 10 pounds off here.
Okay.
Who has mage hand?
I do.
Oh.
Mage hand can hold up to 10 pounds.
That's true.
I also have telekinetic movement.
You do.
Oh man, let's do it. Just combine it all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Catapult, mage hand, feather fall, telekinetic movement.
And you're going to
Let's go.
shoot this dwarf man across the river
Yes.
like
Like
a
a marble.
cannon. See,
Yeah.
this Dressé, this is what you needed if you actually wanted to be shot out of a cannon, is this right here. Then you can get shot.
Look at her eyes.
Can we start playing across the river bend?
oh my god.
And so, magical hand summoned, tiny dwarf man in full armor bundled up like this, ready to be launched, pendulum, ready to throw with the catapult and B's psionic ability to give it the boost.
Got you with my mind, baby.
How far does that go, B?
I can move it up to 30 feet.
Okay, an additional 30 feet of an instantaneous push.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going.
We killed him.
Just and so our camera, right as you do this, pans and just follows him, and there's this whistling sound, right? Like just flying through
And
the
he
air,
looks like-
and he's just like
He looks like a birdie because he's got the one feather he's holding
Oh
on to.
and he's just like he's holding on to it, and he's just like tickle, 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 and then he tickle, and just like the featherfall takes effect, slowing his rapid descent on the other side, where he will gently float down
Yes!
to the other side of the river.
Yay! Oh, we've solved the heavy dwarf puzzle.
I will dispel the reduce concentration and begin swimming, or attempting to.
I think for this, the Knight of Death is like, hold, hang on. Now,
All right, we can use him.
Okay.
no,
he waits.
he's gonna take some rope. The current here is very quick. Hold, and he's going to tie some rope and then tie it to you.
Okay.
Be careful. I do believe that there is a better way to do this, though. Allow me to go first. And he will take off all of his armor. So he is a little bit lighter and he will wrap the rope around his waist, dive into the river, and swim across.
Oh, he.
Balra is thirsting right now.
Yeah, if only Balra was here for
Yeah.
this.
No.
Oh, shit. I just made
It's
a
not like-
strength check for the Night of Death.
That's bad.
That's not.
It's like
That
terrible.
can't be. No. I feel like that doesn't work in canon for him.
Yeah, Balra's watching.
Double
Yeah.
nat ones. Balra's watching.
Yeah, she is watching. I think you gotta. Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, man, that's wild. You know, too bad no one gave him a reroll.
Yeah. So if I see him like start to struggle,
You see something reach up from the bottom of the river and grab him.
I'm sorry.
What?
well, that was not what we expected.
No.
And because we have a hard out tonight from one of our cast members, I think that just brings us to the end of today's show.
Leslie's gonna be so mad at us.
That is a naked death knight being dragged underwater.
That's
Yeah,
right. I can do what I was gonna do
tentacle
next
snake.
time.
Tentacle.
It might have looked a little tentacle-y.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thanks for watching
Daddy
tonight.
Death
I
Knight.
appreciate that, everyone. This has been Auric, and it's been a time. Solving puzzles, making progress, and it's night for the first time in this district in who knows how long. That being said, let's do some around the horn here and give our cast some shout-out time. Playing B Perennial the Second, one Beth B Rad. Where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me all over the internet. I'm here on Twitch Mondays, noon Pacific Standard Time. It's when I do drawing stuff, but I've also been playing Elden Ring, so I'm on there randomly here and there. What else am I doing? Your Art Friends, my comedy art podcast, is coming back this Friday. And I have a D&D podcast, Dinner and Dungeons and Dragons, if you like these TTRPG type stories. That's it. Love you. Thank you. Bye.
Excellent, thank you. Playing Pendulum, who bound himself inexorably to a powerful creature today. Lord Without Fear, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on when I'm not binding myself to dragons. You can find me on youtube.com/Blurred Without Fear, where I talk about comics and comic book related things. I make videos breaking them down, explaining characters and storylines and all that, gobbledygook. And yeah, and I live stream every Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Every Saturday, and we just talk about all the crazy stuff that's going on in the realm of comic books and comic book movies and TV shows.
Excellent, thank you very much. Not here today, but still lovely. Playing Balra is the Simply Jackson. She has stuff. Go follow her on her Twitter and at Simply_Jackson on Twitch, I believe is the handle there. Playing Dressay, who's gonna burn it all down. Parallax Stella, where can we find you on the internet?
Parallax Stella on everything. I stream most nights after work, which is 6 p.m. PST. I'm currently playing through Elden Ring and hating my life. So if you like Elden Ring content, yeah, that's all I am playing right now.
Excellent, thank you. And playing the Time Wizard himself, Thaddeus McCormick. Phenomenon, where can we find you on the internet?
Twitch.
Wow,
Yeah.
normally there's a lot more to be said there, but yeah, all right, we'll take
I've
that.
Streamed once in 2 weeks
Because of
reasons,
health
so-
things. Click the cool little bears in chat there and go follow
Yeah,
Phenomenon.
they're so cute.
That is
so
the late
cute.
night viewing location if you want to hang out and have some really nice vibes.
DGen hours. Hell
DGen
yeah.
hours, hell yeah. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks with this particular show, and hopefully with the other ones relatively soon. Good vibes sent for my apartment application, so I can actually
Yes.
move. Thank you. And we will see you all next time. Goodbye.